It's so often right now that many parents experience the birth of their baby as something they never expected. Sometimes it can feel over medicalized, overwhelming, or even traumatic, leaving parents feeling disconnected from themselves, from their baby, from one another, from their sexuality, and also from the beginning of the journey of really becoming a family. So, today in this video, I will share with you 3 important steps that will help you create more conscious and more empowering birth experience for you, for your partner, and for your baby. So, first step, know your fears. And this applies to both of you, you and your partner, because your partner's fears, your fears, but also your courage and your trust create something that I call birth field, which is an emotional environment that you bring into the birth of your child. So ask yourself these questions. What are the scenarios I'm most afraid of? What what are the worst thoughts that keep coming back when I imagine my birth? And what does my intuition tell me? So we often think that avoiding looking directly at our fears, um, we often think that looking directly at our fears will create the scenarios that we are most afraid of, but the opposite can often be true. So when the fears stay hidden, they are unconsciously influencing our decisions, and so does they influence the outcomes from the background. So when we bring them into awareness, we gain the ability to work with them, to change them, to transform them. And in my work, it shows again and again and again that birth experiences are shaped by unconscious fears that were not addressed. Second step is get informed. So after you know your fears, get education about them. Maybe you are afraid of transferring to a hospital, maybe you are afraid of an emergency C-section, maybe you are afraid of losing your voice during in an over medicalized birth. And whatever your fear is, learn about it. Understand the possible scenarios and learn about your rights in each of them. Understand what situations may lead to certain interventions and what alternatives exist for you. And learn about the true physiology of a natural, undisturbed birth. And learn about what really supports this kind of experience. If your partner, for example, is afraid of certain complications in the birth, like heavy bleeding after the birth, learn about it, explore this topic together. Because understanding the body and the real factors involved can transform fear into preparation. And the knowledge that you gain can be extremely powerful and lead you to better decisions. So trusting your body in pregnancy is powerful, and often naturally I see that in the work with my clients, that women trust their bodies. They have this intuitive body trust in their bodies, but trust combined with knowledge creates true confidence. So the third step is get support. So after becoming aware of your fears and gaining the right education for you, there is another layer, and it is your inner world. So perhaps your mind relaxed with gaining the right education. Perhaps you feel more prepared, but there is still the emotional residue that stays in our bodies. And this is the place where deeper somatic work can be very helpful. So most of our reactions come from patterns stored in our nervous system, and these ones can be connected to our previous experiences, also to our family lineage experiences, our family stories, or unresolved traumas. So working with a trauma specialist, trauma-informed therapy, somatic practitioner, or different kind of qualified professional can help you explore these patterns. And the goal is not to become completely free from any uncertainty in your birth, but really to become more connected to yourself and to the source of these fears, and to feel that you are more aware of where these fears are coming from, and you have also tools, somatic tools, to resolve the tension and to lower the tension in the body that is connected to these fears. As we know, birth is an intense experience, and having these somatic tools to help you regulate your nervous system and change the patterns present in your nervous system can really transform the birth experience that you're gonna have. So you need to hear about 3 methods that really help my clients to work through their patterns on a somatic level.